Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I wanted to talk about the Golden State Warriors. And look, they beat the Denver Nuggets in their preseason open. I apologize, not the preseason open, but in their second game, but home, I guess you could say in their second game. And look, I think they did some good stuff. And I want to talk about what I saw. Jordan Poole continues to be awesome. Even though he's 1 for 6 from three of this game, he still dropped 17 points, and I really think he might be the sixth man for this team. And the second unit is loaded. This is a team that only shot 46 threes, and I think that's going to be their low. I think this team's going to average 45 threes a game, at least be closer to 50 threes a game. And when I look at this, I think the most interesting guys that, you got to start looking who's going to get cut. And I think when you look at this team, I think somebody that you got to think is Nemja going to be on the roster. Maybe. I think the starting lineup for this year is probably going to be, maybe to start the year, Looney, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, Steph Curry, and Jordan Poole. What they had tonight is going to be the starting lineup with, I think, maybe the backups being the primary backups. Backup point guard is, I think, the most interesting position. And I think that's going to go to, maybe Michael Mulder. He's been working, and it seems like I'd rather it be Gary Payton II, but Michael Mulder, he's looking like he's trying on defense, and he's got that strap. So he's out there. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think the second unit is going to be? Because I think, like we saw, Jonathan Kuminga only played 6 minutes. I don't think he's going to play much. And Moses Moody played 11. This is what I've said all offseason is I think Kuminga is going to play the least amount of minutes out of the rookies. Moody's going to play more, and if Moody impresses, he actually might be part of the rotation. I think the starting five is like that until Klay Thompson comes back, but I think even when Klay Thompson comes back for the first month or two, I think the bench is going to be, Nemja, Otto Porter Jr., Juan Toscano Anderson, Damian Lee, Andrew Iguodala. Let me restart that. I feel like I forgot that already. Klay Thompson, James Wiseman, Andrew Iguodala, Nemja, Otto Porter, and then Juan Toscano Anderson, Damian Lee, Michael Mulder. That's already 8 guys off the bench that probably will be on the rotation depending on the matchup, who's going to play, and then they got the starting 5 of Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, Kevin Looney, Steph Curry, and Jordan Poole. That's 13 guys with, probably the 14th and 15th spot being obviously Moses Moody and Jonathan Kuminga, which leaves Gary Payton II looking out, Langston Galloway looking out, Avery Bradley looking out, Chris Chioza is a two-way, and I expect Jordan Bell to be the other two-way because I think they need a small ball 5, and I think he'll work, and they'd like him. So really, again, I think Avery Bradley, Langston Galloway, and most likely, I guess you could say Gary Payton II being the 3 guys who will get cut by this team. So what do you guys think? Do you think that's good? I think it's definitely interesting where they're at. And, man, I really like this Warriors team. And when I look at them, they're going to be deadly from 3, okay? And my biggest question is rebounding with this team. Maybe interior defense. I mean, if James Wiseman takes the step that they want, then I think they'd be fine. But they shot 45% from 3 and 47% from the field. I don't worry about them being a bad three-point shooting team or, just everything. I think it's rebounding where they only had 5 offensive rebounds. And, I mean, they kept up with the Nuggets, who I don't think are the world's best rebounding team. But the thing is like, interior defense, they only had 3 blocks. And, there was times where, the Nuggets were having ease at going in, especially Jokic, even though Jokic is one of the best players in the league. And they only had 22 points in the paint. So that's when you sit here and you're like, are they doing enough to be successful? That's where you get scared is will they be able to have enough of an interior rebounding, interior defense, interior scoring to be successful, And I think that's where, everyone's just kind of, questioning, will this team be able to do that? Because, we have no idea if James Wiseman is going to take that step. And we know what Kevin Looney is. And let's be honest, is that Kevin Looney's more of a good backup center than a starting center on a championship team, okay? And if that championship team is said like the Warriors a few years ago, that's different, okay? Because we all know that is that's a dynasty team, and those don't come very often. So we just sit here and we're like, what is the best thing that this team can do, for their interior. I think the front court is the weakest part, and Nemja's not helping. Nemja's more of a point guy, so I think that they're kind of in a pickle right there, but I think obviously it's a very well-ran team with Bob Myers as the GM and, Steve Kerr as the head coach. So I don't think there's anything people should be worried about, but I do think it's going to definitely be an interesting series of events. So I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts right there. Like, am I right? Am I on the nail? So